1. Marcus Rashford's potential move to Barcelona, the latest transfer news. 2. Transfer rumors, Barcelona drops Rashford, Man Utd eyes Vlahovic swap deal. 3. Marcus Rashford to Barcelona, will he take a 40% pay cut for dream move? 1. Marcus Rashford's potential move to Barcelona, the latest transfer news. When it comes to the future of some of the biggest football talents around, the buzz is intense, and Marcus Rashford's potential move is no exception. Many fans and analysts are now paying close attention because it seems the legendary Spanish club Barcelona has set their sights on the Manchester United star as their leading target for the left-wing position. But here's where it gets controversial. The possibility of Rashford switching clubs has sparked a heated debate, with some seeing it as a natural progression for a talented player seeking new challenges, while others argue it could disrupt his current career path. And this is the part most people miss: such a transfer isn't just about personal ambition, it's also deeply tied to Barcelona's financial constraints, which could make such a move more complicated than it appears. According to reports from Sky Sports Germany, Barcelona are determined to pursue Rashford, even prepared to make a full investment to secure his signature. This comes on the heels of their unsuccessful bids for other attacking options, like Liverpool's Luis Diaz and Nico Williams of Athletic Bilbao, both of whom they have now seemingly lost out on. This situation positions Rashford as their top candidate for the role, especially as their efforts to strengthen their squad continue. Meanwhile, the club's interest in Rashford isn't just idle speculation. Sky Sports News reports that Rashford himself has shown a clear desire to join Barcelona. Despite being back in training at Manchester United, even after being granted additional time off, he's training separately from the first team, using club medical facilities for rehab and preparation. The 27-year-old forward is one of 5 United players exploring options to leave the club, having expressed a desire for a new setting. Adding to the intrigue, Manchester United recently handed the number 10 shirt to Matheus Cunha, which is a subtle signal that Rashford might be moving on. Rashford has publicly mentioned seeking a new challenge, and last season, he was linked with a move to Aston Villa during the second half of the campaign. Official offers for Rashford's transfer have yet to surface following his loan stint at Villa, but rumblings in the football community suggest that he is keen on playing in the Champions League next season, something Manchester United cannot currently guarantee. His representatives are reportedly opposed to any deal that involves part exchange arrangements, preferring a straightforward transfer. Interestingly, he has also made it known that he does not want to move to London, adding another layer of complexity to any potential transfer. Senior football journalist Lyle Thomas from Sky Sports highlights that Rashford remains Barcelona's most preferred destination should his current club part ways with him this summer. The growing optimism around this transfer is partially fueled by Barcelona's recent financial struggles. Their budget limitations and regulatory issues with La Liga have repeatedly hindered attempts to register new players, but the tide might be turning. Especially now, as their chances of signing other targets like Diaz or Nico Williams have diminished, Rashford's move to Catalonia appears more feasible than it has in the past couple of weeks. However, the challenge remains: how to design a deal that works financially, considering Rashford's wages, Manchester United's sell-first policy, and Barcelona's tight budget, will require creative negotiations. Will Barcelona find a way to meet United's valuation and overcome their own financial hurdles? Or will Rashford stay in England a little longer? For all football enthusiasts and fans of Rashford, this situation raises a compelling question. Do you believe a move to Barcelona would genuinely benefit Rashford's career at this point, enhancing his chances in European competitions and broadening his horizons, or is it risky to leave a club like Manchester United during a transitional period? Share your thoughts below. Are you team stay or team go in this high-stakes transfer saga? 2. Transfer rumors, Barcelona drops Rashford, Man Utd eyes Vlahovic swap deal. In the dynamic world of football transfers, surprises and strategic moves are unfolding that could reshape team lineups in the upcoming season. But here's where it gets controversial: some of these rumors may not materialize, or clubs might change their minds under pressure. Let's explore the most recent developments. Barcelona has been closely watching Nicolas Jackson, a talented striker from Chelsea. According to reports from Fishages, the Spanish giants are considering a loan deal for the Senegal international, especially now that Chelsea has added Liam Delap and João Pedro to their squad this summer. This move might allow Barcelona to strengthen their attacking options without a permanent commitment, yet, the final decision still hangs in the balance. Meanwhile, Juventus is eager to part ways with their striker Dusan Vlahovic. Multiple outlets, including Caught Offside, suggest that Aston Villa, Newcastle United, Nottingham Forest, and Tottenham Hotspur are all interested. However, the team leading the race could be Manchester United, which has already initiated talks about a potential swap deal involving their winger Jadon Sancho. This scenario raises the question, would such a swap be beneficial for both clubs? In the Premier League, Liverpool is reportedly planning a late window bid for Newcastle United's winger Anthony Gordon. According to Football Insider, the Magpies are reluctant to sell and are expected to demand around £100 million, $135.9 million, if they are to part ways with him. On the same note, Liverpool is also targeting Eintracht Frankfurt's Hugo Ekitike as a possible signing, with discussions expected to open once Darwin Núñez moves on. This potential signing could bolster Liverpool's attacking options, but will they meet Frankfurt's valuation? If Liverpool faces setbacks, Arsenal might turn to Ollie Watkins from Aston Villa as an alternative. TBR Football reports that Watkins is Arsenal's top preference if their pursuit of Victor Gyökeres or Benjamin Sesko falls through. The English striker has expressed a strong desire to complete the transfer, which could see him making a move to the Gunners soon. Regarding transfers involving Portuguese clubs, Benfica appears to be considering a unique deal for João Felix. As per O Jogo, Benfica is planning to acquire 50% of the rights to the Chelsea forward for around €20 million, £17.3 million, $23.4 million. However, due to regulations in the Premier League regarding partial ownership, a financial partner or investor would need to be involved to secure the remaining half. On the other side of Europe, Manchester City has named a price of £25 million, €28.9 million, $33.9 million, for midfielder James McAtee, according to the Daily Mail. Nottingham Forest seems ready to compete with other European clubs for his signature, emphasizing the high stakes involved. In transfer gossip from Tottenham, it appears unlikely they will pursue Manchester City winger Jack Grealish. Football journalist Ben Jacobs notes that Grealish's high wages have proved problematic during early negotiations, an obstacle that might prevent the move altogether. And the transfer saga involving Manchester United continues to heat up, with reports indicating they are prepared to offer as much as €90 million, £77.6 million, $105.5 million, for Real Madrid's Aurelien Tchouaméni. However, Real Madrid remains firm, viewing the French midfielder as a crucial part of their future plans and unlikely to sell easily. Additionally, Real Madrid is looking to strengthen their defense after a disappointing exit from the Club World Cup. According to Fishages, they are preparing an €80 million, £69 million, $93.8 million, bid for Tottenham's Christian Romero, highlighting their urgent need for defensive reinforcements. Contrary to initial expectations, Barcelona coach Hansi Flick is not sold on the idea of signing Manchester United's Marcus Rashford. El Nacional reports that instead, Flick favors bringing in Atlanta's Ademola Lookman, with sporting director Deco potentially launching a bid soon. This decision could spark debate among fans and pundits about whether Rashford's versatility might be a missed opportunity for Barcelona. Meanwhile, talks between Barcelona and Mallorca have opened up regarding the future of midfielder Pablo Torre. Mundo Deportivo notes that Barcelona has also taken this chance to inquire about 18-year-old striker Marc Dominic, possibly hinting at squad adjustments and future strategies. These recent transfer rumors reveal just how fiercely clubs are competing in the window, often making bold bids or exploring unexpected opportunities. Do you agree with the potential moves? Or do you think some of these rumors are exaggerated or unlikely to happen? Share your thoughts below. Are clubs overestimating their chances, or are these the smart moves that could define the season? 3. Marcus Rashford to Barcelona, will he take a 40% pay cut for dream move? In a surprising twist, Marcus Rashford may need to accept a significant pay cut of 40% to facilitate a transfer to Barcelona. The discussions surrounding Rashford's potential move to the Catalan club are heating up once more, as Barcelona is keen on bolstering their squad with a left winger ahead of the 2025-26 season. With Nico Williams opting to extend his contract with Athletic Club until 2035, and Luis Diaz proving to be too costly, Rashford has resurfaced as a viable option for Barcelona. This shift in focus comes as the club reassesses its targets in light of recent developments. Recent reports indicate that for Rashford to realize his ambition of joining Barcelona, he would need to make a substantial reduction in his current salary. Currently, Rashford is believed to earn approximately £350,000 per week at Manchester United. To make the move to Barcelona a reality, he would have to accept a pay cut of 40%, bringing his weekly earnings down significantly. Collaborating with my colleagues at GOL and at Albert 11, we can confirm that Barcelona is intensifying its efforts to secure Marcus Rashford's signature. The proposed deal would necessitate a reduction in wages by up to 40%, and there is a strong interest in arranging a loan move that includes a mandatory purchase clause. This approach reflects Barcelona's strategic planning as they navigate the complexities of the transfer market. Initially, any transfer would likely be structured as a loan, potentially incorporating a mandatory purchase option to ensure a future commitment from the club. It's worth noting that Rashford had previously spent the latter half of last season on loan at Aston Villa, where a £40 million purchase option was included in the agreement. However, Aston Villa ultimately chose not to activate that option. But here's where it gets controversial. Is it worth it for Rashford to sacrifice such a significant portion of his salary for a chance at Barcelona? This situation raises questions about player loyalty, financial decisions, and the allure of playing for a prestigious club. What do you think? Should Rashford take the pay cut for the opportunity to play in La Liga, or should he prioritize his current contract? Share your thoughts in the comments.